day interpretations of Odin is more like, sounds more like Tyr to me. Can't handle the truth. Okay, everybody, let's continue reassembling the shards of this sword. Volume levels are good, everybody. The sound does cut out sometimes, I find. God, I'm like, oh, I need to turn the light off. There we go. That's better. Whew.
I saw once a plague strike northern lands of ice. It was so terrible that not the oldest man among us could remember the like. Hundreds died. The sickness took nearly every person younger than 40 and many older. And where dying mothers gave birth, the marks of the plague were on the babes as they came out of the womb.
Where are we? I don't like it. This place feels... What is this place? This place feels... It's... creepy.
Whole world feels creepy.
It feels strange.
Hey, Almame. The other theory that I had is maybe it's Senua's father.
Where are we? Turn back.
But
This is wrong. This has to be wrong. This place...
it seems like the voices that we hear that's of people that Senua knew have some kind of physical representation in the world. We saw Druth, saw like his spirit. We've seen Dillian's spirit. We see Senua's mother's face in the stones. So it seems like the people that she knew have a physical, some kind of like spiritual or physical representation. It's not just a voice in her head. Does he mean the darkness mental illness is the plague? I think that was like more of a actual plague. I could be wrong. Trickster tend to commune with people while Jester acts alone. Yeah, like a manipulative, right?
There he is. Dilius. The light. Go towards it. He's in the house. Find him. He's going in. He's disappearing. Follow him. Don't let him disappear. Where's he gone?
The other aspect of Odin that I found interesting was that he is
Just a trial.
almost like collecting warriors in Valhalla in order to fight against Ragnarok.
He's so close.
Even though
Test to do.
he knows this inevitably will occur and he will die, he still is like trying to collect the best warriors to fight the battle. Which kind of also leads me to believe that the voice might be Odin, because he's like he sees something in us and he's trying to draw out our strength using whatever means possible. But I could be totally off. I just think that would be a cool twist. Yeah, exactly, Jillian. Okay, this feels like it could be like an illusion thing. Do I drop down? Muck. Guess I drop down. Oh, what is this? Oh, we're talking about the plague, right?
It's a test. Like the old warrior trials. Dillian will help me.
People in Valhalla are destined to fight in Ragnarok, though. The other thing could be an illusion, or makes you think that whole game feels like an illusion. The other thing that I found interesting was that the Romans, when they were kind of matching gods, the Norse gods to their gods, they compared Odin more to, not to Mars as the god of war, but to, which god was it? More like the god of, like, they associated, like, Odin more with death. Like bringing people to Valhalla.
The stench of rot. She can almost taste it.
Good God.
Do you smell it? No. Don't worry. Not everyone can.
Yeah, well, Mars is more Thor or Tyr.
Day when she went to the river with
I think Thor, yeah, I think it was Thor.
the water.
Jupiter?
She could taste the rot. But no one else could. She knew something was wrong. Something sinister. She begged them to leave, but they just laughed at her. But soon enough, as the bodies piled up, no one was laughing. And they knew that she was not like that.
Look through the arch. Is it a gate?
Ah, here we go.
It's an illusion. It's magic. Just another trick. Another trick to play on you. Keep going. The water is foul. It's thick. The air is foul.
Ares, Mars, Tyr. I can't remember which god it was that they compared it to, but it was the one more of like the bringer
The bridge.
of the dead.
It's broken. Fix it. You have to fix it. How are you going to fix it? Now you have to find him. Quick, get to the house. Get to the house and finish this trial.
It doesn't finish until you get to the house.
Before
guy
he
to get to the
disappears,
house.
Senua.
You have to get in.
So we're gonna reconstruct this bridge, I think. I see the runestone over there. Hey, Saya, what's up? Yeah, there's more nuance to the Norse gods than the Roman or the Greek ones. I don't know. I don't know enough about it to say that. But one thing, like, I definitely notice is there's not tons of consensus. Like, it really, there's a lot of different interpretations. That's not, is that changing anything? Maybe it changes something over here? No. What's Vocaloid? You guys see anything changing? Maybe I need to assemble this and then change it. So I need to find an angle. It's like, it looks like the pieces of the bridge. You need to find an angle from which they would assemble. Yeah, nothing's changing, huh? I really dig the way that they deconstruct parts of the environment. You need to find the angle to reconstruct them. That's one of my favorite ones. Program where people can make songs with a character's voice. Ah. Cool. I felt like it's more on the other side. Maybe the change, yeah, maybe the change isn't noticeable right away. I'm never clear what. It's definitely not from here. Oh, I see. I think I know what it is. I think it adds this ladder over here. We have to look at it from above. Probably just really hard to detect. But I bet it's gonna add to the bottom of this ladder. Oh, there's another arch too. Okay. Yeah.
You found a way.
To climb the tower.
The ladder.
Quick. What now?
You can see it. Aligned to the truth. The bridge.
Okay, hold on. I think I need to get through. Oh, sure, yes. Do you want to whisper it to me? Because if you link it in chat, I'm gonna lose it probably. Ah, here we go.
The Northmen speak of a death moon, a light shaped like a half moon that appears inside a house and goes around the walls. I once saw the death moon appear at a farm, and first the shepherd died, then a guest died, and then the farmhands, and then the farmer and 6 of his men drowned at sea. But that is not the end of it, because the dead return to haunt the living. If you see the death moon, then beware, because there will be death in that house.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you needed to tell me that. Death Moon is bad. I did it. Ah, there we go.
That's it.
That opens the passageway. Now, hold on.
It's not done yet.
Possible there's something over here I could
Just a
get to?
small piece of the puzzle.
Oh, I just closed it. Do. Yeah, I might have missed some. It's so funny. They're like, I feel like I spent so much time looking for runes. It must be just, those ones just hidden for me, I guess. How many have I missed? Just too well hidden. Looks like 3. I might get back to them though. We seem to be doing these like side paths. Like I think we're on the far left. There's 2 runes to find here. So maybe we're gonna get back to the main path. Okay, Saya and Velocibleco, lurk away. This is a really cool game, Saya. I think you'd enjoy this a lot. It's like it's like really, it's got some horror to it. Close. Is that? Oh, there we go. Controller shakes a bit. We need to get in the right spot.
Did it.
You fixed the bridge. She fixed it.
You passed the trial. Get to the house.
Done. You succeeded.
That's the trial. God, that bridge. The story's awesome, Saya. The story's actually probably the best part of the game. It's about this woman, Senua, who she suffers from paranoid schizophrenia. I guess it's the closest thing I could find to describe what she's suffering from. And she's trying to save her lover's soul from hell, like the Norse hell, which is hell with 1 L. And that's his skull or his head that she's carrying on her belt there on the left. And it's all very steeped in like Norse mythology. And she's just suffering through the like most excruciating like visions. And it's just like a fun game to play as well. There are puzzles, but they're pretty simple and actually pretty fun. The combat's pretty simple, but challenging. Personality disorder too, yeah. Could be. Definitely made worse by her losing her lover. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. I got that already. So one thing I did notice when I was watching Jazz Park stream this yesterday, she found a face that I didn't. So I'm like, gonna have to be even more careful.
Senua, Come to me. Where are you?
I'm here. I'm right here.
Are you in there? Come out if you are.
I thought we'd have to find some runes too.
Where is he? Find him.
You have to find him.
The runes.
Focus.
Focus on the runes.
Focus the runes.
There was a Northman called Grettir. Big, red-haired, immensely strong.
Focus now.
But he was afraid of the dark.
End the trial.
It happened one night that an undead creature came to his house to drag him outside into darkness and kill him. He resisted with every ounce of his strength. He clung to the doorframe, but it gave way, and they spilled out of the house, and the monster fell back, and the moon shone down on its ghastly face. Grettir, terrified, cuts off its head, but is cursed forever. From that moment on, wherever he was, he would see those hideous eyes staring back at him. Sometimes we allow our own fear to haunt us to our grave.
I feel like all these stories just come back to Dillion and Senua in some way. Like, Cert is like trying to, or Dearth, sorry, is trying to like, just like, tells these stories that like, I don't know if he's encouraging us to go forward or trying to like, just show us that maybe what we're seeing isn't real and that we're letting our fears take over, like the fear of not having Dillion and trying to live without him. I don't know how you guys feel about that. What's to remind me of multiple personality disorder? Yeah, I don't like, they don't really, she doesn't really act out the personalities or the voices, she just hears them. So I don't know if it's like a multiple personality thing per se.
They're coming for me. It's Dillion. Go to him. Go to him. He's trying to save us.
Holy what the okay. Okay, we've got to avoid this thing while we find the runes, I guess.
It's close. It's close. Move away. Senua, move away. You'll die. You're dying. The burning has begun. The burning has begun.
Go to the gate. There they are.
Okay, it's the gates, the gates.
Get through.
Run.
Holy shit!
Run. It's not safe.
Oh, okay, 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 I see, I see.
It is. Towards it.
Run.
Find it. Focus.
We gotta move fast, we gotta move fast.
Where are they? Where are you?
Don't let it see you. Don't get lost. Don't let
Oh shit. Okay, okay, okay.
There it is. Move away.
Don't let it happen. Quick.
Where's Dillion?
Where is he?
What should I do? Can you hear him?
So Dillion is kind of like leading us to the spots.
Where are you? You're lost.
Where are they? This all looks the same. The light.
Yeah, 0 to 100 real quick, Jesus.
One more. One more.
Yeah, look for the light, look for the light. Oh shit.
Look at you. Where is he?
You've got them.
You have them.
Okay, now where's the door?
Find the gate.
Get out.
Run. Run. Don't let it look at you. Don't let it see you. It's coming.
Oh god, it's right there!
You're lost again.
I am lost, I'm totally freaking lost. Where's the light? Okay, there we go, there we go. Run, 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 run! Holy shit! Woo! God, the stuff that she has to go through is incredible. That was intense.
Senua. What happened?
They're blaming me for the plague. They say that I'm cursed. What if they're right?
How would they know such a thing? Are they gods? None of us are. They're just people. Good people, but they're scared. They're afraid of what they can't see. Like children scared of the dark. They make up stories to fill the void. That doesn't make them true.
What if my father was right?
You have to step out of this darkness. Let them see who you really are, like I have. You're not a monster.
The eyes express so much, like, depth to the character. I know.
Without you, this darkness has made me a monster.
Just imagine, like, just having all of these uncontrollable.
Killing you would be too easy. They're taking your memories to torture you. They're taking you inside. You're disappearing one memory at a time.
Oh, they're taking our
Every
memories.
time you
So this
remember,
is
it disappears.
this is like,
They're not yours anymore. They
yeah.
take everything you have.
Now it kind of feels like it could be Loki. Like
To the gods, not to you. They're eating you from
the gods are stealing our memories from
They
us.
want to kill your soul. They want to crush it. They think they want your body. They want your soul. They want your mind, and they're going to take it. The memories were yours, but they're the gods now. Nothing is yours anymore. It's disappearing with your memories.
Do we have a choice though? That's the question. Okay, now this one here was. Yeah, I think I must have missed 2 in this area. I don't want to spend time looking for runes, so already spent so much time. Gonna continue. It's like we're trading our memories for these shards of the sword. Or like giving a piece of ourselves in order to build this sword to get
the dwarves to make
free
a sword
Dillion.
that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn, and it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
I don't recognize this place. Where are we? Where is she? It feels wrong.
Where are we now? Burial mound. So strange that we go to such lengths to bury death. Something so very ordinary. Inevitable. It's as if we conspired to
It looks very much like the same area we just came from.
we have no answer for it. But when it comes and forces itself onto our friends or loved ones, then comes the reckoning.
Dead in the air. You can feel the dead.
Glad I went this way.
Do this. Turn back. Why would you bring her here? It's not safe. Why would you do something so dangerous? Never bring you here.
Senua, you remind me of a story that the Northmen tell about a young woman warrior. Her name is Hervor, the daughter of a berserker, born after he was killed. She's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword, Tyrving.
Interpret this like she has to sacrifice her comfort zones and trials to build strength in order to face the greater darkness within her. Yeah. That's a good interpretation, I think. Coping with the symptoms in order to fight the disease. I can see that. It's like she's got it. Also, it's kind of like she has to bring it all out of her, like the worst possible, like the worst that the disease could possibly get in order to try to overcome it. It's just, I think it's just one of those things that like you just have to struggle with constantly your entire life. Unfortunately, like there are things that help, but you just have to learn to, you have to try to live with it. It's just an impossible task. Burial mound. Shit. This is gonna be.
Don't go in there. Go in. You have to go in. Take the torch. It's too dark. Take it. This will help you. Careful. You have to be able to see.
Just to face that it's okay to be weak in order to be strong. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe this is the part that has that game-breaking bug or whatever. That oh shit! Are you fucking serious?
Who's there?
Oh.
Dillian, I'm here. I'm here for the trials. Like when we first met, remember?
Go this way.
I'll find him.
Can I light these? Yeah. Okay.
What was that? Did you hear that? Nothing. Was that voices? Is that his voice or the voice of the dead? Not Dillian. Dillian's calling to you. Can you hear him? Where is he? He's not touched the walls.
Hey, Vinny, welcome.
Turn back.
She has to keep going.
It's not safe here.
She has to keep going.
If you go down there, no one can save you.
It's too
Whoa. Is that a mirror? Okay. I lit that torch. And this one lit also. And it's got the same shield. Are we in some kind of like
Find another way. It's not working.
You have to use your mind. Where can you go?
You're
oh, it's like
Focus.
a labyrinth.
Use your mind.
Where's he
Okay.
disappeared? You let him slip through your fingers once again.
Go in the direction where that's not lit.
To find another way. There has to be.
I can hear him.
That's neat. What is this? A sword, tree. The red part almost looks like snakes. Tempting us. A labyrinth.
Hertha disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires, as though they were mist. The flames I passed through were real enough. Damn the Northmen to hell.
Yeah, perfect allegory for the brain. That reminds me of we were talking about Stanley Kubrick's The Shining the other day, and labyrinths are really important in that
The voice is getting louder.
film, and also I believe the book, right?
Listen, listen, listen. It's him. Listen. It's getting louder. There he is.
You're getting closer.
Keep going.
Senua, follow the voice.
You're nearly there. Dillian's voice. It's him.
One of these ways is gonna light,
He's going
right?
to save you.
Oh.
Find the voice.
Find him.
Oh god. I wanna I want to investigate the other direction too. Shining's really good. Yeah, when I first saw it, I was like, yeah, it's an okay movie, but I studied it a bit in university and also watched some like documentaries about it. That movie is like absolutely brilliant. Okay, that's the false direction.
You don't recognize it? Don't doubt yourself, you'll never find it. She doesn't recognize it. Yes, you do, you know where you are. She doesn't. Listen, it's not him. It's not him. We told
Yeah, I was talking, yeah, Room 237, I was recommending it. It's awesome how different people have different interpretations of the story. I think a lot of them are pretty far-fetched, but there's definitely some of them that are, I think, right on point. Yeah, when you watch it, if you're used to like modern filmmaking, especially horror filmmaking, if you go back and watch Shining, you're probably going to be bored because it's very contemplative. It's not fast-paced at all. So I could totally see people like turning it off after a bit, but you gotta think about it to get a lot out of it. And but it does give you a lot to think about. Yeah, the moon landing one, that one in particular seemed pretty far-fetched. But I like, it's interesting. Okay, so that one lit. It's just a way back. It is interesting to hear that perspective though, right? Like that it's just such a complicated construction that people could actually see that in it. And the way that he presented it, it did kind of, it made some sense, right? Like, even if I don't believe that's the case. We can't go that way. We've already been there.
what's happening. It's not him, it can't be. What's that sound? The voice is changing. What? That's not Dillian. That doesn't sound like Dillian. It sounds like
Oh, wait.
more dangerous. Something is here. Something is in the labyrinth with you.
It's gonna be a Minotaur. Problems with The Shining to you, but I can see the artistic brilliance. Yeah. Kubrick is like once in. No one's ever gonna. We're never gonna see another Stanley Kubrick in our lifetimes or probably any other lifetime. Stuff he made was out of this world. Oh fuck! Now I'm like totally lost. I was at the exit, I think. Thought it was to the right here. Yeah. Okay. I think I got it again. No, that's closed now. Fuck. Oh.
Within the burial mound, Hervor calls on her father to wake from death and bring her his sword. She says that it is not seemly for the dead in their grave mounds to bear valuable weapons. Her father answers with words of warning. You go to your doom. Baleful runes surround you. You have gone mad. You have lost your mind. Your thoughts are confused. It is dangerous to wake the dead. Like I said, she reminds me of you.
That's pretty good. 3 runes he missed. They've been though. I think they're back on the beach area. I don't know if I want to take the time.
What is it? A secret room. There are bars. How do you get in there? How does she get in there?
How do I get in there?
There's no way in.
I don't know if I want to take the time to look for them.
Don't stop now. Don't give up now. Find a way. You're too close to stop. What's in there?
There seems to be some connection between like finding Dillian, waking Dillian, like chasing after him, and the sword that we're building. I think the idea is that the sword is going to allow us to kill Hell, which will free his soul from her grasp. Hela, sorry. Pretty hard to miss. Yeah, it could also just be that they're later on too. Okay, so there's here. Did it go back far enough? Here we go, here we go. But there seem to be... They mentioned like a secret room. Can I light these? I can't light that. Can't light the bowls. I think there's another path that I missed. Reminds you of the Blair Witch Project? Really? They remade that, didn't they? I never saw the remake. I'm trying to get to that secret room. Scream in the dark, yeah. Pretty terrifying. Okay, we're like at the beginning. Oh, did I go this way? Yes. Let's just check through this way because I want to see if I can find that last rune stone. This looks like it's just repeating though. Sounds like an asylum, yeah. I get that too. This way I think. Place dark. Oh god. Even darker. Oh, here we go. I haven't lit this one.
There he is. There he is. Dillian, there he is. Finally. You found him. He's gone.
What's wrong? What happened? Can you hear me? Just wait there. I'll find you.
Father, come back to me. Don't leave me. What?
Everything you have and find him. Get him back. He was just there. How could you lose him? How could she lose him? How could she find him?
Why are they saying father now? That's weird. Hey, Miss Dinosaur. Missed one section. Oh, it's so dark here. Yeah, that goes out. Missed kind of like 1.5 sections. Wait. I don't remember this. Here it is. We found it. Nice. We're currently kind of trapped in a labyrinth.
Herva ignores her father's warnings. The grave mound opens, and it seems to be full of fire. Again, Herva demands her inheritance, but her father warns her the sword is cursed and would be the bane of her family. But he relents and brings her the sword. She leaves the island with it, but the curse holds true, and death would follow in the years to come. And so, Senua, the misdeeds of a father have cursed his daughter.
Flamingo the Great. This is on PC, yes. How you doing? All right, now can I find the way back to the exit? That shield is blank. I think this is the way forward. And we want to look, now that basically everything's lit. That's the duplicate path, so we go to left. I think. No choice here. That looks like a different... they're both different. I think left. Now that I've gone through it all, it's actually... okay, that's duplicate. It's harder to navigate. With all the torches lit.
Does everything look the same? What looks the same? Something's different. Look for clues. What is it? What's different? There's a clue.
I don't think I've seen this shield before, have we?
Light the torch. Light it. Look for the torch. Light it.
No, I just went in a circle.
Help you see.
I did light the torch. I lit the torch.
Where are we? She has no idea. You have fallen in.
The voices are not wrong.
Dillion's voice is a trap.
Okay, I think it's this way now.
They have you.
Ever map. That's one of the things I love about this game. There's nothing. There's no interface. It's awesome.
This is Dillion's. It's
So well designed. We're here. We're here. I think he's gonna. I think it's gonna be like he's turning into a minotaur.
He wants me to find him. I'm lost without him.
Oh God. I think we were looking through this side before.
That voice. It's not Dillion.
Yeah, we're starting to lose it here. Oh shit. That red light. Oh God. I can't go that way. I can.
Dillion wants me to face my fears. Father? I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
Her father was keeping her inside,
It's
right?
the darkness. It's speaking through
No,
you.
Dad, it's me.
It's her father,
I
okay.
think I can beat it. In my own way.
That makes sense too. That was my other idea.
I can see the darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy.
The chieftain's son.
No.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal.
Yes.
No boy is going to save you. No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you,
No.
they will turn their back on you. The gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
No.
You will not defy the gods.
Fuck this guy.
Come, child, take my hand. Come, Senua.
I am leaving!
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands!
It was her father. Wow, what a piece of shit.